What's up, y'all? So I'll be seeing a lot of people talking about industry plants and, had their definitions of what that is, what have you. A lot of people feel like there's nothing wrong with an industry plant, or an industry plant is just somebody that's paid, and or somebody took a chance on them and paid them, and that's how they got into the way. And they say you shouldn't be complaining or be upset about an industry plant, but I disagree, and I'm gonna tell you why. So, like, if we start thinking about things we do in terms of a movement, so like the hip hop movement or the comedy movement or any type of movement that you have, it's normally a society within itself, and it's normally a force of power that can be associated with that. So people have influence, people have connections, people have empires. So you start having power. And when you start getting people that are plants, a plant is someone, because they were put into these positions by certain people, they're able to gather certain informations, and they're able to infiltrate movements. We've seen this happen time and time again. Like, I'll give you an example: the Black Panther movement. It started off something very good, very pure, and with the purpose of protecting black people and uplifting black people and all of that good shit. And then what started happening, you start getting these moles, these people who really wasn't with the movement, but portrayed to be a part of this movement. And they started infiltrating the movement. So they were used to help tear down the actual movement, you know. And we had documents of that. We have COINTELPRO, we have documentaries, we have so many documents of people even before the Black Panther movement. We could go all the way back to World War One and Two, to where people are used as moles. And so people are like, well, what do they have to do with comedy? What do they have to do with music? What do they have to do with all that? I'm gonna tell you. A lot of these comedians and a lot of these musicians are CEO and founders of other empires, and they're rich, and they're able to have control, and they're able to influence a particular type of people. So if we can get more people that are industry moles or industry plants, we can infiltrate the movement of awakening a certain type of people, or uplifting a certain type of people, or putting a certain type of people in positions to oppress a certain type of people. It's always bigger than what we think it is, y'all. So to the people that's been coming forward and exposing people, I understand it. I understand why they speaking. I understand why Cat Williams is doing what he's doing, you know. I understand other people speaking about what they speaking about. And I don't want to just like make it a celebrity thing, but when people be like, what's the big deal? It's always a big deal. Because we can even see in history how we started some shit, and we let so many people come and infiltrate some shit, and then it looks like we never started it, like rock and roll, you know. We started rock and roll, we started pop, but what happened is, when we allow people to be in these positions, or these moles, or these industry plants to be in position, they'll infiltrate a movement, and they'll erase history, and it'll be something we never thought it was.